I'll probably make multiple videos about using scripture in context, but this is just a short little rant I wanted to talk about. I see so many people and so many groups with agendas who twist and take scripture out of context. Taking scripture out of context can be done in many ways and for many different reasons. One common way that people take scripture out of context is taking one Bible verse and applying it to something that's in their own interest. They take this one Bible verse out of context. And if they would take this Bible verse in context by reading the whole Bible or the whole book or the whole chapter, or even just the verse before and after the verse that they quoted, their position would be refuted immediately. Some people do this on purpose, others on accident. But understand this, that the Bible is 66 different books written over about a 1400-year period by 40 or more authors. Some of it is history, some of it is prophecy, some which was fulfilled in the author's lifetime, some that was fulfilled 100 years, 300 years, 1,000 years after. Many were fulfilled by Jesus, and there are even a few that still need to be fulfilled, that will be fulfilled in our future. There's wisdom literature in the Bible, proverbs, praise songs. Some of it was written for or to the Jewish people, by Jewish people. Some was written to Gentiles or non-Jewish people. Some was written to unbelievers. Some was written to Jewish Christians. Some was written to Gentile Christians. Some was written to a mix. Some to a specific person or group in a specific area in specific time. This just lets you know that you have to look at it in context. And a lot of people do this accidentally by taking promises that were for the Israelite people and applying it to Christians today, when God did not promise us these things. 2 Timothy 3:16 through 17 says, "All scripture is God-breathed and is useful for teaching, rebuking, correcting, and training in righteousness, so that the servant of God may be thoroughly equipped for every good work." I love that word, equip. Be equipped. The scripture will equip you. But the scripture has to be read in context, and with discernment and a desire for truth, not a desire to make it say what you want it to say or what you think it should say. Learn the truth. Go at it with an open heart. Don't go in with preconceived notions. Don't let that get in the way. And I would recommend to learn extra biblical history. That means to know. It'll make the parables make more sense. It'll make everything make more sense if you understand what's going on in that time. Because some of the stuff doesn't make sense in modern day context, even though it does kind of make sense, but it'll make so much more sense if you learn the history behind it. And and learn the Old and the New Testament, because the New Testament constantly pictures and refers to the Old Testament. All these things can help you to understand the meaning and the significance of things. That's just a quick summation of that. Lastly, I wanted to define two words for you. The first word is eisegesis. This means the process of interpreting text in such a way as to introduce the process of interpreting text in such a way as to introduce one's own presumptions, agendas, or biases. It is commonly referred to as reading into the text. So this, I always remember this by, you're isolating the text and you're putting your meaning in it. Eisegesis equals bad. Then there's exegesis, which is critical explanation or interpretation of a text, especially scripture. So this would be taking text in context. Eisegesis, bad business. Exegesis, reading scripture in context. By the way, these words are not spelled how you might think they might be spelled. They have nothing to do, their root words have nothing to do with Jesus. It's kind of spelled like, I don't know, it's spelled with a G-I-S-I-S. Sorry, I be flustered during these videos. I be writing key stuff down, and then I be reading it, then I be adding stuff, and I be getting kind of flustered. I probably start doing everything off top, but it's hard to remember. But I hope this helped you. The Bible is so important for your Christian walk. And the more you study it, especially from a historical standpoint, the more your faith will grow, because history just consistently affirms what the Bible teaches. All praise be to God. I hope this helps you, and I pray the best for all my Christian brothers and sisters. I love y'all to death.